Now let's shift our focus to court matters. Now, the appeal court sitting in Abuja has reserved ruling on a motion by Attorney General of Lagos State, Moyosore Onigbanjo, seeking to be joined as interested party in an appeal concerning the empowerment of states to collect value-added tax, VAT. Now, Galaxy's Godfrey Shemoge reports that a three-member panel of the Apex, or appeal court rather, headed by Justice Haruna Samani, on Thursday in Abuja reserved ruling after listening to oral summaries of the written addresses of interested parties. We have details in this report.
The Lagos State Attorney General is coming with a motion for joinder on grounds that the state is entitled to collect VAT, noting it's empowered to do so with the annulment of the VAT Act following the judgment of August 9th at the High Court in Rivers State. The Attorney General said a party seeking to be joined as a respondent must show that its interests will be affected by the decision of a said case. Mr. Onigbanjo said the motion for joinder also seeks to prevent what he termed multiplicity of litigation that will result from Lagos going ahead to begin collecting VAT, having passed the VAT Act. Lagos also prayed the court to restrain the Federal Inland Revenue Service (FIRS) from revenue collection, pending determination of the current appeal. Attorney General of Rivers State, who is one of the respondents in the main appeal, equally throws its weight in the moves by his counterpart from Lagos to be joined as one of the respondents.
The court discharged its duties effectively and efficiently. There is an application by Lagos State to join the appeal, and that application has been taken, and the court reserved ruling as to whether to join Lagos State or not. Thereafter, we will proceed with the matters. That is the simple thing that took place today in court. I am satisfied.
We are waiting for the court. The court have said that whoever have anything to write, everybody is free to bring whatever you want to bring in. So we wait for the direction from the court. If there is an application, we'll have the right to respond to. We're saying let everybody be on the same level first. Then we can take up. Assuming Lagos is joined, we'll start all over again. And we're set for it.
Attorney General of the Federation, who is opposing the motion for joinder, is one of the respondents in the main appeal. He had his address struck out and deemed incompetent for being filed out of time. Recall that the decision of the High Court in Rivers State on August 9th empowered the state government to collect VAT, a decision Lagos State indicated interest in implementing. Godfrey Shemoge, Galaxy News, Abuja.
Let's shift our focus away from courts and legal matters, and this time to infrastructure, as the Minister of Works and Housing, Babajide Fashola, says the federal government requires 56 billion naira for the full reconstruction of the deplorable Lagos-Ota-Abeokuta Expressway. Fashola spoke alongside Ogun State's Governor Dapo Abiodun at the inspection of the Shagamu Interchange bridges on Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. Fashola explained that the federal government is not looking away on the deplorable conditions of the Lagos-Sango-Ota-Abeokuta road, adding that the government is committed towards fixing the road, as a total of 13.4 billion naira has been approved for immediate commencement of palliatives. He said the federal government was ready to borrow money to fix the deplorable road, which had elicited several projects by residents and motorists.
The bad sections from Ota, from the roundabout towards Abeokuta, we've done an inventory the whole of last week. That's what we were working on. Our directors were here. How to remove those bad sections, reconstruct them, build the drainage, ensure that the place can discharge water. It's going to cost us about 13.4 billion. 13 billion, 340 million and some naira. So just to let you know, we are on top of it.
If this Sukuk bonds will not happen immediately, the state government is willing to go and borrow against that promise so that we can facilitate the contractor. So that way the contractor can hit the ground running while the Sukuk bond that comes in and offsets that loan. I wasn't going to share that with you, but I know our people are so impatient, I need to hear something.
You're watching the news on Galaxy TV. Just ahead, we'll take you to Benue State, where the governor of that state, Simon Otom, has re-echoed commitments to re-establish ranches in that state. We'll tell you more in just a moment. Please stay with us. You're welcome back. You're watching the news on Galaxy TV. Now, for more updates and latest news, visit our website at www.galaxytvonline.com or subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Galaxy TV Nigeria. You can follow or interact with us on our Facebook page at facebook.com/Galaxy TV. Don't forget to follow and tag us on our Instagram page at Official Galaxy TV. If you have breaking news around you, you can avail our eyewitness feature via WhatsApp. Simply share a story by sending short clips or videos of the news on 0818 666 669. Our social media platforms are user-friendly and can always accommodate your live updates and comment. Now, the Nigeria Export Processing Zones Authority is set to partner with private sectors in the development of special and free economic zones. NEPZA Managing Director Adesoji Adesugba disclosed this Thursday while receiving delegates from the Katsina State government who were in Abuja to discuss the proposed development of the Funtua Integrated Textile and Garments Factory. Professor Adesugba reaffirmed that the development will boost employment, transfer of technology, and increase the quality of what is produced in Nigeria.
State of funding for federal government projects right now, paucity of funds, but for the little that we're getting, we'll be starting off and then we'll be collaborating with the private sector in terms of funding arrangements and in terms of issues relating to infrastructural development. So what we have from government right now is just going to be enough to start off the projects. For 2021, I believe that we have about 21 billion naira already budgeted by government. Whether we get all the money is another thing. We are proposing about the same thing to continue the projects for 2022. Whether we get that, I don't know yet.
Deputy Governor of Katsina State, Maniri Yakubu, who led the delegation, described the garment factory as a viable project and assured his government's readiness and support to ensure completion of the project.
Yeah, they are in charge of all these projects. They are driving the project. So it is the correct thing to do to come to the authority here so that the project can take off.
So, but what has Katsina done specifically on the to
We have provided the land. As co-investors, what is required of us is to provide the land. We have provided the land necessary, and we have also put a lot of thought in the siting of the project itself.
Meanwhile, the authority and the delegation also launched 3 fire engines at the authority headquarters in Abuja. The equipment, according to the NEPZA MD, would be stationed at Kanu and Calabar free economic zones, while the remaining one will be stationed at the authority headquarters. Now, in Benue State, Governor Samuel Ortom has expressed commitment to the prohibition of open grazing and establishment of ranches law in the state till he leaves office in 2023, insisting that no violator of the law would be spared despite calls by Miyetti Allah and others to suspend it. Governor Ortom gave the assertion in Government House Makurdi while addressing representatives from Tarka, Boko and Buruku local government areas under Jengba Group who had come to pay solidarity. Earlier, the leader of the group, Samuel Sumba, who expressed the people's solidarity with the governor and distancing themselves from George Akume's media outing, however, called on the governor to address the issues of pensioners as well as strengthen agricultural institutions, which is now a shadow of itself in the locality.
Today, no one can intimidate me. Unfortunately, no one, because I have learned it a hard way in Boko, as we were taught. I'm not an enemy to anyone. I'm not an enemy to Fulani people. I'm not against Fulani race, nor any other ethnic nationalities. They have the right to live in this country and to live in Benue State. But one thing that everybody must do is to obey the laws of the land.
For us in the Jengba area, we will choose as our leaders those who are for us, who speak for us, protect us, and defend us. We will continue to reject those who sell us or take sides with enemies to undermine or shortchange us and work against our interests.
Meanwhile, Governor Ortom assured the people that his administration has taken proactive steps to address pensioners' arrears and the gratuity, as well as dedicated the sum of 350 million naira for the takeoff of the two institutions, with part of it to facilitate the agricultural center.
The chairman of PENCOM is our son here. Talk to you. We have invested up to 1.3 billion naira through his service. That is the only way we can solve this problem. When we get to a certain threshold, we'll be able to borrow money to clear the arrears that we're owing.
Now, a group under the aegis of Talakawa's parliament has called on labor unions to stand against what they described as the actions of the Edo State Governor Godwin Obaseki over the enforcement of Operation Show Me Your Vaccination Card in Edo State. This is coming as a result of the order by the state government to prevent civil servants and those doing business with the state government access to government facilities without their vaccination card. Fielding questions from newsmen in Benin, the Edo State capital, the president of the group, Kola Dopaye, and a rights activist described it as inhumanity to man, which should not be accepted by labor unions in Edo State.
This opportunity to call on the Nigerian Labour Congress, the Trade Union Congress, to rise in condemnation of this barbaric, this atrocious, this monstrous acts of the governor. Let those that want to take vaccine. Even in Europe, where even America, where coronavirus kills like flies. The people came mad to even say that the government cannot force them to take vaccine. Even health workers protested in Greece.
It is obnoxious for one to be compelled against his or her will to take vaccines. It's unheard of. There are protests all over the world. People are protesting that they don't want the vaccine. I wonder, I don't know what is his gain, that he has to compel civil servants and members of the public, that is compulsory that you must be vaccinated before you move around in Benin. Is absurd.
You're watching the news on Galaxy TV. Let's switch gears for a moment and join our international desk for more stories. Please stay with us.
This is international news. About 3,000 health workers in France have been suspended because they have not been vaccinated against COVID-19. A new rule which came into force on Wednesday made vaccination mandatory for the countries to put 7 million health, care home and fire service staff. But French Health Minister Olivier Véran said on Thursday that most of the suspensions are only temporary. Many are now agreeing to get jabbed because they see that the vaccination mandate is a reality, he said. The rule applies to all doctors, nurses, office staff and volunteers. President Emmanuel Macron first gave workers notice of the rule change on 12 July, warning them that they needed to get at least one jab by 15th September or resign from their jobs. After the president's announcement, Dr. Lieb, the website people used to book their jobs, crashed as so many people tried to secure an appointment. But with the mandate now in place and thousands still refusing to get the vaccine, there are fears of a disruption in healthcare services. In just one hospital in Nice in southern France, for example, almost 450 workers have been suspended, sparking protests outside the building. And in another southern city, Montélimar, one hospital confirmed that it had already begun cancelling non-urgent operations because of a shortage in vaccinated anesthetists. When the vaccines were first rolled out globally, France was one of the most vaccine-skeptical countries in the world. Then about 40% of eligible people said they planned to get immunized, according to a survey by IPSOS. But since the introduction of a COVID-19 health pass in July, France has become one of the world's most vaccinated countries. Almost 90% of all adults have now had at least one jab. France has also started vaccinating children aged 12 and over and is administering booster jabs to vulnerable people.
Well, the international news does it for us, but for more updates and latest news, visit our website at www.galaxytvonline.com or subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/GalaxyTV Nigeria. You can follow or interact with us on our Facebook page at facebook.com/GalaxyTV. Don't forget to follow and tag us on our Instagram page at Official Galaxy TV. If you have breaking news around you, you can avail our eyewitness feature via WhatsApp. Simply share your story by sending short clips or videos of the news on 0818 666 669. Our social media platforms are user-friendly and can always accommodate your live update and comment. And that's your Galaxy TV News at this time. On behalf of the production team and everyone here, thank you so much for your company. We urge you to please keep safe. I am Kelly Egiga. Good evening.